All right, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for taking the time to come in and talk to me.
Absolutely, yeah.
Before we get started, I want to talk to you a little bit more about the informed consent process.
Okay.
Okay. So that would mean we're going to talk a little more about my background, about the therapeutic process, about the risks and benefits of therapy. We're going to talk about privacy and confidentiality, and then stuff about fees and paying your bill.
Sure. Okay.
I do want to let you know I've got some notes here, so I'm going to go back and forth. So I'm looking away, I'm just looking at your
Okay. Okay, cool.
So to begin, I am an MFT trainee and a practicum intern. Okay, so what that means is that I have training in therapy and I have clearance to practice therapy in the state of California, but at this point I don't have a license yet.
Sure. Okay.
So because of that, I work under the supervision of a licensed therapist.
Got it.
So some of our sessions, with your permission, may be recorded, and I will be reviewing those with my supervisor.
Okay.
Okay, so just so you know, we're going to talk more about confidentiality, but everything that I say, I would be keeping confidential, and everything that I would be sharing with the supervisor, she would also be abiding by those same rules of confidentiality.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, I kind of like to see it as a 2-for-1. So you're going to get, therapy from me. And then also I'm going to be reviewing your case with my supervisor. So it's like
getting that extra, yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. Cool. Yeah.
So that's possible treatment.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you a little bit more about my mission as a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
So that's to provide compassionate and a non-judgmental space where you will feel supported and free to speak about anything to me.
Great. Okay.
My focus is holistic. So I believe in focusing on the whole person. So that includes the mind, the body, the emotions, and the spirit. Okay, so we're all connected. It's not just, not just your thoughts. You may be having issues with sleep, or there may be issues with nutrition, or there may be, just external stressors in your life that we can look at. So we're looking at all of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I offer what's called a strength-based approach. So what that means is I believe that you are the expert in your own life. Okay, you've already solved problems in your life. You've already used your strengths many times in your life.
Okay.
Sometimes you just kind of feel overwhelmed and you need somebody else to kind of go in and kind of point out what
that's like why I'm here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right. So I see myself as a facilitator and a collaborator. We will work together to uncover those strengths.
Got it. Okay.
I'm also systems oriented. So that means I believe we will function. We'll function to influence that surround us. So that includes our family, our friends, our work environment, our race, ethnicity, sexual identity, our religious and spiritual beliefs all have an impact.
Okay.
Right, in the society that we live in. So we'll be kind of talking about all of this. I want you to know I do take confidentiality extremely seriously. So anything you say will be kept private. Okay, I won't be sharing with others other than my supervisor, as we talked about. There are times when I'm legally obligated to create confidentiality, and that would be if I feel that you're a danger to yourself or a danger to someone else.
Okay.
I'm also a state mandated reporter, so that means that if I have knowledge of potential abuse to a child or to an elder or a dependent adult, I have to report that as well.
Of course.
But I do want to reiterate that it doesn't mean that if you're having suicidal thoughts or even thoughts of harming someone else, that you shouldn't bring those up. Okay, this needs to be a safe and supportive environment for you. So unless the only time I would break confidentiality is if I really thought you had a plan, and there was absolutely nothing I could do to stop you from that plan. So I couldn't keep you safe or keep someone else safe without breaking confidentiality.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. As a therapist to our relationship, a lot of times it's going to feel like we're friends, but it is a different relationship, and as a result, it has boundaries that we need to keep as well. Okay. I like to bring this up, and this might be a little of a difficult concept to understand until we kind of get into therapy, but have you heard of anything called transference or countertransference? Okay, so these concepts are that as we get into talking about your life and your experiences, sometimes you will transfer an emotional reaction from someone else onto me. So say you may identify with me as your mother, and so you might start having some really strong emotional reactions because of that.
No, sure.
Right, so you might end up idolizing me, or you might end up hating me, kind of depending upon your relationship. So therapy is a really good time to talk about that, to go through that. You kind of get to replay some of the emotional reactions that you have
Sure.
with significant people in your life, and
Yeah.
you kind of can unravel that and readdress it. So it's actually a very powerful thing.
That makes sense.
Transference.
Okay, yeah.
Countertransference is kind of the same thing. It's just that I'm a human too, so I may have an emotional reaction to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in either case, like if you're feeling really strong emotions towards me, or if I'm feeling like I'm having a really strong emotional reaction, we're going to talk about it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Also, since we live in a small town, it's possible that we may run into each other on the street.
Yeah.
So it's important that we talk about what we're going to do in that case.
Okay.
All right. So do you want me to come up and say hi, or would you
Got it.
prefer
Okay.
that we just walk by and pretend we don't know each other?
Probably the second. Yeah. Just like kind of keep it on the down low sort of thing. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Risks and benefits to therapy.
Mhm.
So because we're just talking about past issues, sometimes it can get very emotional.
Okay.
We're talking about past memories, and it can be painful.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you may feel like you're getting worse before you're getting better.
Okay.
And that's just
No, yeah.
okay.
That makes sense.
Benefits to therapy are relief from your symptoms. Obviously, you came in here for a reason.
Mhm.
Improving relationships, improving coping skills, and more self-acceptance.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Yeah.
As a client too, you have certain rights. You have the right to ask questions. Any questions about what we're doing, why we're doing it.
No,
bring
you
that
bet.
up.
Yeah.
Okay. You have the right to decide that you don't want therapy from me, and that's perfectly okay too.
Okay, yeah.
Not everybody is the perfect fit, and I have people that I can recommend.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You have the right to end therapy at any time.
Mm.
I do ask that you do it either in person or virtual.
Okay. Yeah.
And you have the right to expect that I will maintain professional and ethical values with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means I won't be entering into any other relationship with you, personal, financial, social, anything. Okay.
Got it. Okay.
In addition to client rights, I also have certain expectations of you as a client.
Mhm.
Okay. Our sessions are 50 minutes, 50.
Yeah.
So if you show up late, unfortunately, your session is just going to be shorter. You can't go past that.
No, yeah.
Stop time. Okay. If you're unable to attend the session, please give 24 hours notice.
Okay.
If you can't give 24 hours notice, our policy is that you get billed for that session.
Okay.
If an emergency comes up, please we'll work with you.
Oh, understand.
That's
Okay.
our typical policy. Okay. Let's see. Our goal is to serve our community. So we don't bill insurance. We have a sliding scale. And that scale ends up ranging anywhere from $25 to $135 per hour, depending on your income.
Interesting. Okay.
Also, since as a trainee, my fees are going to be on the lower end of the scale.
You bet. Yeah.
But talk to our office manager. She can go over all of that with you.
Okay.
It is your responsibility to pay your bill at the time of your treatment.
Understood.
If you need to speak with me between sessions, you can either call me or email me, and I'll get back to you within 24 hours.
Okay.
If it's an emergency, or if it's your emergency, please call 911.
Yeah.
Okay. Also understand that email and cell phone communication is not always completely secure.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I know that was a lot of information. Do you have any other questions?
No, that it seems fairly straightforward. Yeah, I'll make sure to talk to the office manager at the end of our session today and get all that billing side sorted out. But no, other than that, that was the primary area I would have questions. So yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I'll also give you a written copy so you can.
Oh,
review
that'd be
that
great.
as well.
Yeah, that'd be really
Okay,
cool.
and I'll have you signed out and then you'll get started. Okay.
Cool. Cool. Hey, sounds good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you.